Happy Easter, guys! Of course, I am joking. It's almost Halloween, and it would appear that I have dressed myself as a 14-year-old My Chemical Romance fan. Today, even though it is the 12th of October, we are going full on Halloween to try some American Halloween candy. Here in Scotland, where I live, we don't have a whole lot of kind of exclusive Halloween chocolate and candies. In the past kind of 10 years, there have been some things that will show up which are basically just a special edition of something we already have. And it's usually not even a different flavour or anything, it's usually just in purple and green packaging for a change. Whereas over in America, you guys are feckin' mad for Halloween. You love it, even though you didn't invent it, I don't think. I recently bagged myself an enormous US chocolate and candy haul, all of a Halloween theme. Now, some of it I bought just to be nice to myself because I know I'm gonna like it. So for example, I picked myself up a Twix Ghost and a Snickers Pumpkin and of course a Reese's White Pumpkin. Apart from that, we're getting into the weird shit today. So something that you guys have in America that we just don't have at all here in Britain are these little things called candy corn. It's enormous. This was the only size of bag I could get. So this is brachs, no idea. In Scotland it would be brachs, so we're going with that. I have seen candy corn in cartoons, in movies. I've seen loads of people talk about it on the internet. You know, some people seem to love the stuff, some people seem to hate it. People use it as an ingredient. Some freaky people have been putting it on pizza in the past couple of years. Shame, right? So I'm gonna stop chatting. I'm just gonna get straight in and taste some of these ridiculous creations, and hopefully some of them might be better than my attempt at Halloween makeup. I have been told that this isn't strictly just Halloween, it's kind of an all over autumn thing, but I think it's mostly appeared around October kind of time from what I've seen. You can let me know if I'm being culturally insensitive. So the immediate smell is just a vague kind of smell of sugar. It's tiny. Like, this thing is absolutely tiny. Just this little white, orange and yellow thing. It's, okay, so it's fairly firm, but I have just managed to snap it in half there. Let's give it a go. So it's basically a mouthful of coloured sugar. There's a vague kind of vanilla flavour, but that's about it. It's not unpleasant. You know, I could quite easily sit and just nibble through a few of these, but, or, you know, it might be nice in a cake or in a cookie or something like that, but on its own, and I'm in a bag this size, meh. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what pure corn syrup tastes like, but I'm pretty sure it's like that. I'm gonna give the Brachs candy corn 3 out of 5. I'm feeling generous. So I will move on to this little bag of Eminems white candy corn. I don't know if these all have white chocolate in it or normal chocolate, or if it's just gonna be candy corn but in an M&M shell. Who knows? White and yellow M&Ms, and there's also some orange ones in the packet. Gonna go ahead and taste it and see what these candy corn M&Ms are like. I didn't think anything could be any sweeter than the candy corn itself. It would appear I was wrong. I can't really say it tastes like candy corn. I don't know if it's supposed to taste like candy corn or if it's just supposed to be kind of, you know, coloured like candy corn, which, if that's the aim, it's pretty, it's cute. I love a festive gimmick. Most of the taste of that is just really ridiculously sweet white chocolate and a sweet kind of sugar shell. Considering I've tasted how good M&Ms can be in their peanut butter and their chocolate and mint, the crispy M&Ms, the pretzel M&Ms, from a brand that does some pretty decent stuff, I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 5. Boo. Or should I say boo? Moving swiftly on to more packaged sugar, we are going for the Hersheys candy corn. So this is candy corn creme with candy bits, naturally and artificially flavoured. You guys are too nice. It's a bit of a thing for everyone else in the world to hate Hershey's, and It's pretty crap as chocolate goes, but you know what? It's still kind of tasty, so I don't hate it. It's a pretty standard looking kind of white Hershey's bar. And you can see probably better on the back that there's those little orange pieces, just to give a vague reminder that you're eating something that isn't just sugar, it's coloured sugar. Let's see if there's any better than the Eminems take on candy corn. Super sweet, but thankfully this white chocolate candy corn Hershey's bar is a little bit more palatable. It's so sweet you can feel like the back of your tongue like, ugh. This has more of the candy corn kind of flavour. It's the same sugar flavour. Sadly, it's not as creamy as the white chocolate I'm used to here in the UK. It's a little bit kind of almost powdery, like it doesn't really melt on your tongue the same. I've had better Hershey's. I've had worse Hershey's. So I'm gonna give this Hershey's candy corn, much like the candy corn itself, a 3 out of 5. Aren't I being generous today? There hasn't even been a single 1 star yet. But let's move on to the most basic of all the autumn or fall flavours. Pumpkin spice! Now pumpkin spice and pumpkin spice lattes aren't really a thing here in the UK. Starbucks try to make the pumpkin spice latte a thing, but they're nowhere near as popular here as they are in America. However, with the internet, you can import your pumpkin spice fix, and I have done so in the form of these Hersheys Kisses. As I said, I've never even had a normal Hershey's Kiss, so let's see if this smooch is worth it. They are tiny. What the hell? How tiny and cute is that? So I'm guessing this will be a little chocolate with some kind of spiced filling inside. Okay, I was wrong. A weird neon orangey brown colour. And it kind of looks like a nipple. I'm not going to judge. If edible nipples are your thing across the pond and you like to flavour them with pumpkin and cinnamon, who am I to judge? Let's try it out. That is weirder and better than I thought it was going to be. You can see you've got that kind of orange flavoured chocolate or candy coating, I'm not really sure, and this kind of creamy white chocolatey filling. But not only are you hit with the kind of nice familiar flavour of cinnamon and kind of ginger and cloves and things, you've also got this overwhelming flavour of vegetable, and like in a nice way. If you're in the UK, I can compare this to carrot cake, but if you've ever had pumpkin pie, that genuinely tastes like pumpkin pie. That is actually pretty impressive. For festive fun purposes and being able to get the flavour of a root vegetable inside a chocolate product, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Carrying on with the pumpkin theme, we're moving straight into Eminems White Pumpkin Pie. I was pretty impressed by Hershey's ability to get the amount of flavour they did into such a small thing, so let's see if Eminems can do the same. So it would appear they can't. Much like the other candy corn M&Ms, when you bite in, you get that kind of white chocolate with the sugar shell. And the first thing you taste is sugar. Like there's a vague, very, very gentle cinnamon flavour. Definitely doesn't have that actual pumpkin, almost vegetable-y flavour that the Hersheys Kiss did. I would go as far as saying they're actually not even as nice as the candy corn ones. I'm afraid these M&Ms pumpkin pie, 2 out of 5. Moving swiftly on to something just straight up weird, if you ask me, is a caramel apple flavoured Milky Way. Now, over in the United States, a Milky Way is what us British people would actually call a Mars bar, and they're pretty decent. They're kind of pretty similar. So this is basically a tiny, tiny version of that, obviously designed for kind of young kids to get into their kind of little baskets or whatever the hell you go trick-or-treating with. They've gone all out and made it caramel apple flavour. I don't know how you can get apple into chocolate, and I don't know how you can get apple to taste good with chocolate. It's a mystery. Will there be apple in it? Who knows? Will it just be the same thing but just with a weird apple flavour through the caramel? Who knows? Let's find out. That is weird. Just as you expect from a Milky Way or a Mars bar or even a Moto bar, whatever you're from, it may have a different name. nougat, we don't know what it's called, with just kind of a nice generous layer of caramel on top and a nice chocolate coating. I kind of like it in the smaller size because it means you get more chocolate. There is a definite caramel or toffee apple flavour to that. You know, it's obviously an artificial kind of apple flavour, like you would get from apple flavoured sweets. But it's really nice. It's genuinely, like, I understand why they sell it in such a big bag now. It's maybe not for trick-or-treaters, it's maybe for adults who just don't want to admit how good they are and how into it they are. I'm going to give the Milky Way Caramel Apple a solid 4 out of 5. Would definitely have those again. Moving on, we have a seriously oddly named product that I've never heard of before. I don't know if this is something that just comes out at Halloween or if it's one of these weird things that no one actually eats, but I bought it thinking it's a classic. Chika Stick Ghosts. A distinctive treat made from toasted coconut and fresh roasted peanuts wrapped in a sweet candy shell that combines into one exciting flavour experience. Look how cute that is. It's adorable. Okay. One thing I don't love is its presentation. Doesn't that look like a cheese puff that you kind of left under your couch for too long? Jesus. I am disappointed. Really, really disturbingly thick sugar shell with a neon orange filling of unknown origin. That has a nice kind of peanut flavour and a tiny bit of coconut. The texture is horrendous. Listen to this. That thing is solid and it is stuck to every single one of my teeth right now. They smell so good and they look so cute, but my god, that texture is absolutely awful. Oh, ugh. I would quite happily never put one of these in my mouth ever again. So that's going to be a 1 out of 5. So today's been weird. As negative as I have been, I have bought some products that I know I am gonna like. The Twix Ghost, Snickers Pumpkin and the Reese's Pumpkin. So I know that you guys make great Halloween candy. You know what, seeing as you guys are here, let's just have the Twix Ghost. I mean, how cute is that? It's cute. That's more like it. If I missed out on any true US Halloween classics, do let me know in the comments below and I'll try and get my hands on it to try it for you guys later. Or if you'd like me to try any weird Halloween or kind of autumn, fall candies from anywhere else in the world, also let me know that in the comments below too. I'm keen for pretty much anything. Thank you as always for joining me today in the Maverick Baking Kitchen. I will leave a link to my blog, maverickbaking.com, in the description below for you to check out when you're not being terrified by my face. Do hit that little subscribe button below if you haven't already for more of whatever this is. Thanks again for joining me and I will see you again soon.